Welcome to our 5-on-5. Pleased to be joined today by Ashland High School junior E.J. Holland, a record-setting, soon-to-be record-setting, really, a three-time state title in cross-country. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah.
So running sounds like your dad's here with us today. It sounds like he's been running for a long time. What is it about you that just draws you to running?
You know, I love everything about the sport. It really, I feel like it brings out a lot of mental and physical strength in everyone that does it, and it really is. It's just all around a fun sport, and the guys on my team, the guys that I compete against, we're all really good friends, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it every day. I enjoy going out on my training runs. I enjoy racing. It's just, everything about it is awesome.
Give people an idea of how much work it takes. How much do you run in a week?
I'm usually doing about 50 to 60 miles a week on average, and I'll do, it depends, I'll do one workout a day, I'll sometimes do two, maybe I'll get in the gym in the morning, do my mileage in the afternoon, and there's a whole bunch of different types of workouts and stuff that I do, but it's a everyday thing, it's especially in season, there's really no days off, and you can't really have excuses, because if you start taking one day off, then a week, then it kind of piles up and you start losing too much. So it's really all about that consistency and keeping the gears rolling.
Have you always kind of been the kid out in front? When you started running distance, I don't know, probably in your 6, 7, 8 years old or something like that, or did you kind of come on as a late bloomer?
Actually, I didn't start running until I was in 7th grade. Beforehand, I kind of dabbled with different team sports here and there, basketball, football, that kind of stuff. And I wasn't very good at any of them. I was, when I was in 5th grade, 4th grade, I played flag football, and our coach would always send us on these warm-up laps, before practice, just around the soccer field, and I would always be dead last, and huffing and puffing at the coming down the last straight, and I was super slow. I didn't really know how to run very well, and but when I came, we moved from Chicago in 6th grade. When I was in 6th grade, and came here, and I met some friends. They were on the cross country team. They convinced me to do it. I did it, and basically from then on, I just loved it. So
wow, just kind of took off.
Yeah, basically just took off.
That's incredible. I don't think I've run 50 miles in my entire life, and I played a lot of team sports, and I'm including that. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5-on-5. We're going to hear the Ashland High School junior E.J. Holland, a 3-time state champion in cross country. So you're getting recruited by pretty much, is it fair to say, every major track and field / cross country team in the country? Yeah,
I've gotten quite a few, letters, emails, that kind of thing from coaches, and it's right now, it's early days, still for recruiting, and I'm just now kind of getting to talking with different coaches, and I really haven't nailed down any particular school.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't want to ask you about goals for that, but what about goals for, is the Olympics something that is a far off, let's just get to college, or what's that like for you?
I'm taking every step as it comes, but also, I think for every runner, especially every, good distance runner, or, anything down all the way to 100 meters and sprinters, I think the goal is the Olympics. That is just the ultimate, event for track and field. And so if I got there, that'd be amazing. But right now, I'm just trying to focus on doing everything I can to get better every season, so that I can go to the college I want to, get the education that I want to get, and then see where it takes me after that.
Yeah, it's small goals.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's smart. All right. So you're 17, as we talked about. You don't need to aim for each step as you go. How do you run 50 miles a week in summer when there's smoke? What have you had to do?
It was really hard. The smoke was, these last 2 years have been, it's been very hard to train in it, especially, getting closer to the season where you want to be outside, you want to be doing these harder workouts, and instead, you're forced to go on a treadmill, and the treadmill can only go so fast, and it's also not very much fun. Running just in front of
Yeah.
a wall isn't exactly the same thing as being outside with your friends and everything. So we've had to, my parents and I will go hop in the car and 100-mile round trip.
Family trip.
Yeah, exactly. Just to try to get some clean air so I can run. We were going as far north as Eugene and Oak Ridge just to try to get some clean air for training runs, and it got to the point where we had to do that, and but of course you can't do that every day. Then school starts and it's still pretty bad. So the first part of my season was definitely affected by it a lot.
Wow. Okay. So what do you see as like, when it's a commitment to do what you're doing? Most high school kids are probably shoveling, candy, as much, they can get away with it.
Yeah.
How serious are you about like when it comes to training and eating? Are you like counting every calorie? How does that work for you as a distance runner?
Yeah. So I would say, I'm fairly, committed and careful with what I eat, especially in season. I think it's really important, and it's one of these underrated things, especially at the high school level, for how much it can affect your performance, diet. And I usually try to, not eat any sweets, I go from having dessert, and maybe in the summer and in the off season to saying, all right, no more ice cream before before bed. But especially before races, the week leading up to a big race, I'll try to limit the amount of heavy fatty foods that I eat, and the amount of food too. But while still getting enough nutrition for my body working through all the training.
Yeah, it's a big commitment, and clearly what you're doing is working. So
Yeah.
good to see you, man. Congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Here's to future success as well.